Thanks everyone for joining us. Here we have an Agents of Game review for Dying Light. I'm Dave Valicious, and joining me are Unseen Shadow and JDavis. Thank you both for pulling yourselves away from Dying Light for at least a few minutes today. So you guys have been playing Dying Light for a few days now. What are your impressions so far?
I really like it. I actually like it a lot more than I thought I would. Because I liked Dead Island, but I liked it because of the co-op. The game itself had a lot of issues, but it was a really good four-player co-op experience. But this one, they fixed the mechanics as far as the melee combat goes. It's not as clunky. The controls aren't as slushy, and the parkour is just, once you get it down, it's a blast. And I think I'm sitting right around 50 or so hours now, and I'm not even close to being tired of it. So I've really been enjoying it, and when you throw co-op in there, it just becomes even better.
I'll have to agree with that. When you see games like that come out, like Assassin's Creed or Far Cry 4, they're usually really repetitive. Just same missions over and over, just maybe different assassinations or just kind of different names for them, but they're the exact same mission. Every side mission I've done has been completely different. I have not done the same mission once. So I mean, the game is phenomenal so far.
Yep, actually, that's true. Side missions have been a blast, and you do meet. They add some humor that's really really dry or dark, but you meet some interesting characters or Easter egg characters. Like there's one side mission where I'm pretty sure it's an Easter egg on the Metro guy that you play as in the Metro games, and then you run into the Destiny loot cave and stuff like that. So they have a lot of cool stuff for the side missions.
Now you guys have been mentioning co-op a lot. This features 4-player co-op, is that correct?
Yes. 4-player, and then 5th player can be a zombie that invades your game.
Now, is that someone that basically has to get your approval or permission or be on your friends list or anything, or can that be just some random person who wants to jump in and come at you guys?
It can be completely random. So basically, you can turn that setting off to where you don't want that person, like anybody, to come in and terrorize your level or your co-op experience, or you can turn it on and have some fun with it, and then they'll come in as a super zombie, and which is, I think, is like a volatile is what they call them, and they can just go around and terrorize you at night, and it's almost impossible to kill them.
Okay, on to something a little bit different. A lot of zombie and survival games have a day-night cycle, where the nighttime is supposed to be a little bit more difficult. Does Dying Light do anything that sets it apart from other games in terms of that, or did it seem like they handled that pretty well?
It's the same. When night falls, there's certain zombies that come out that are more aggressive. They're called the volatiles. Is that right? Did I say that right? Volatiles?
Volatiles? Yeah. I think
volatiles.
It's like
yeah. But anyway, they're like the ultra zombies, and they'll hunt you down if they see you. And there's a stealth aspect to it too. So at night, if you're careful enough, you can dodge them by their cone of vision. And then they have other special zombies that like spit at you and that blow up. And then they have one that gives you special crafting material. And then they have more aggressive normal zombies at night that will chase you down, and they can climb just like you. So nighttime becomes pretty scary. The first time actually they introduced nighttime to you, it's pretty intense. And it's a good way. They double XP for everything, every action that you do at night. So when you're running from zombies and fighting and killing, you're getting double XP the whole night. So it's a really good way, especially if you're working with a group, to get that to boost your leveling a little bit.
Now, one of the things they've been talking about with the game is that there's a pretty big open world. A lot of times, companies will advertise that there's a big open world, but basically you're just running through narrow pathways, or you can only stay within a certain area for the missions. How open was the open world?
I thought it was pretty open. I mean, I can't recall not being able to go to one section of the map. Can you, Dan? I mean, I feel like that every place we went, we could access at one point.
Yeah. Yep. There's an outer edge to the map, but everything within, you can climb and get to.
Now, you mentioned like being able to climb things and jump around. Games like Brink and Mirror's Edge and a few others have used parkour in their games with varying degrees of success. Um, does it seem like it flows pretty well with Dying Light?
Yes, I really like the parkour system, and I was even at first before I got used to the game and learning what you could and couldn't climb. I was a little bummed because like they don't let you climb up the side of buildings or they don't let you do a vertical climb. It's just jumping from platform to platform. But then I started noticing that there's spots on walls, buildings, where you can climb up, and they do let you climb up the side, like Spider-Man, you could say. But the thing that really showed it to me was we went to this bridge where there's like just a ton of loot there. It's almost like a raid party when you go there because they just pack it with zombies. And we're like, oh, we should see if we can get up to the top. And they have this like climbing puzzle all the way up the side of the pillar to get to the top. And it was just a really cool discovery there because it really opened up the game. For me at least, seeing that, and I love the parkour. They executed it really well. I actually can't think of how they could do it better for the system that they have. But
I think the reason why you were kind of like I was iffy about it too because Assassin's Creed, they spoil you with the way you can jump around from building to building or whatnot. But like this is more realistic. You have to have a ledge to latch onto, opposed to Assassin's Creed, where you can just basically walk up the side of a building.
So for the gamer who is still sitting on the fence for this one, is Dying Light worth picking up?
I would highly recommend it. My question would be, first, they played Dead Island. If they enjoyed Dead Island, they would obviously enjoy a better experience of Dying Light. The other one would be if you'd play Far Cry, the Elder Scrolls games, or any game that's like a first-person view with an RPG element. I could definitely see them not or enjoying the game, not enjoying it, whatever I'm trying to say. but yeah, if you're used to first-person shooters and you're used to RPG and stuff, and you like zombies and you like co-op, I mean, it's a no-brainer. I could highly recommend it.
I mean, I could recommend it, but I'm a real stingy gamer, and Dan knows this too because I've purchased games and then took them back like 3 days later. I'm huge in co-op. I hate playing single player games. The only thing I would be cautioned with, I mean, it's a fantastic game. I would recommend it, but as for longevity of it, $20 for a season pass. I mean, how much DLC are they going to release? When are they going to release?
Especially when they haven't even talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean it's a fun game for the time if you want. I mean, but here in like a month or two, yeah, I mean, are they going to have anything out? It's kind of up in the air. But I mean, if you're looking for something to play for a month, it's definitely probably the best game out right now, as far as no bugs, flawless wise, co-op wise. I mean, it's phenomenal. But longevity wise, I mean, I give it another month and a half before you get bored with it.
And I personally am a completionist. I like to get all the achievements, or at least most of the achievements, and all the collectibles, and everything the game has to offer. So a lot of times I end up playing games a lot longer than a lot of people do. So that's coming from that perspective. Like if you're a completionist, the game definitely can add some more time to it. But I think having friends to play with helps a lot. If you have a good group of friends to play the game with. And if anything, like when there's a dry spell, get a group of 4 friends to get the game new, and you'd be entertained, leading into the next part of the release schedule. But
yeah, I mean, it's really the ball's in their court right now. If they want to release like downloadable content, I mean, the game's going to be fun. Like I won't get rid of it, but I mean, if I'm sitting here for 2 months and I'm still hacking at zombies, and I'm like, like,
point.
I guess I'll go find something else.
Light.
Sweet. I give the game 5 raisins. 5 raisins.
Well, I want to thank you both again for joining us, and also all those who are listening in and watching this. We have a lot more content coming out in the future, so I do hope that you'll subscribe to see what we have coming down the pipeline. Have a good one.